Hello, hello. Welcome to Sub-Suburban Splendor. I am Jason, working with National Exterminating. Just popped my head into this crawl space and getting ready to show you what's down here. This is a decently tall crawl. You can see about 3 blocks high, so I got enough space to maneuver around. The trunk line here is kind of low, but I can get under that easily enough. Fortunately for me, I listened to my doctor a couple months ago when he told me I needed to change my diet and lose some weight. Well, every exterminator you meet is going to have some pretty good abs and some pretty strong arms, because we're down here in plank, 20 minutes at a time. But, nope. This is flex duct, but it's jammed up against the girders or something, so that's not going to let me under. Darn it. And I don't think my spine bends at enough angles to get over that pipe and under the trunk line at the same time. Well, that's disappointing. Oh well. Looks like this is going to be another loop that we gotta crawl twice. I got some older insulation here. This kind of metallicized. I don't even know what it's called, but it feels like a brown grocery bag, and it's got the metallic facing on it. That was an older style of insulation. And you can see it's starting to lose a battle with time and come down in places, but it's not too bad. It's still doing its job. Now this spider gave up the ghost a while ago. Get rid of that web so I don't wear it. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Pretty much any exterminator you meet is going to have some solid muscle on them, just because of the nature of the work. But unfortunately for us, exterminators are on the road every day, all day. We live our lives en route to the next appointment, and the road is lined with fast food and convenience stores with all sorts of tempting treats. So some of us who lack a little self-control can overindulge in the pride and the sugar parts of the diet. And my doctor sent up some signal flares saying I needed to get that under control, or I was going to start having some problems. And I've done fairly well. Now the big problem is I think I'm going to have to invest in all new pants. None of them fit anymore. Most of this looks pretty good. I spoke to the homeowner. He said that the moisture barrier was replaced within the year. And you can see the groundwater just kind of beating on it, staying nice and trapped on the ground instead of getting up into the structure of the house. He also said a fungus treatment was done. Now you can see these little brown specks here are some of that fungus that was treated, and it's just crumbling away into dust. So that's good news. do not want fungus eating at your house any more than you want termites doing that. Alright. And this is the first really good girder we've got. And you can see got a couple-year-old piece of my graffiti there. 13%. Way down from 20% a couple years ago. I'm going to give credit to the moisture barrier for that. If you've got an old moisture barrier, it's not doing its job anymore, that is going to cause problems for your house. I just want to point out that, oops. Well, first thing I need to point out is I don't know what month it is. It is October, not September. But what I actually wanted to point out was a 20% moisture reading in September is a pretty strong signal that you've got big problems under your house. So getting that new moisture barrier put in to reduce that problem was a great choice. Alright. Things are a little discolored in this corner. It's going to kind of make some noise there. It's all solid. Most likely just the wood is aged and darkened over time. And now another thing a moisture barrier does when it traps that water on the ground is it helps keep the ground a little soft, which my elbows really appreciate. So, for me anyway, a 3-block high crawl is more than enough to keep any claustrophobia at bay, but it is not tall enough for me to get around on hands and knees, especially once ductwork and plumbing get involved. Alright. I don't really see anything going on down here. There's good news for the homeowner. We do have a carcass of a larger roach species, probably an American or a wood roach or something. Which is another sign of the moisture problems that were present in this house prior. For those that don't know, the German cockroach is the little nasty apartment cockroach that everyone's familiar with and is associated with, dirty living conditions and crowded cheap apartments and that sort of thing. And they are kind of adapted to live alongside humans. They like our houses. They like our apartments. All of the other roach species kind of like things to be a little bit wetter and warmer than we like it. They're not as comfortable in our house. So if you've got a major infestation of anything other than German roaches, it's usually a sign that you've got a leak or some other kind of condition tied to wetness. right, everybody. That is the end of this house. I don't want to make you sit through me just going through the same thing backwards. So, once again, thank you for joining me. If you enjoy what you see, please give me a subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the share button for all of your social media. And please tell your friends. Counting on word of mouth to kind of spread this show around and hopefully make me famous. Until next time, thank you very much.